Hi guys, my running kid here, back again. How's everybody doing? Gotta be a little quiet. Um, it's being that I'm recording this a little late. But I'm here once again, guys. Yeah, still got my reading glasses on, as you can see. Still here to do my review for my comic review. Once again, still gonna play this off as I said before. My comic reviews are on my main channel right here, and for experiment for 2 months, and then they'll go right back to my regular channel where it's supposed to be. Uh, that channel also is now getting something new, and like a lot of comic topics and stuff like that is going to be going over there. So if it's a comic topic that I put on this channel, it's also going to be on that channel as well. But I got the books that came out for what was that, the 10th? Yeah, I think the 10th of yeah, make sure I'm trying to make sure, yeah, yes, last week was the 10th. um so I got DC, got Marvel, and only one indie book this time. And being that I only got one indie book, we're going to start off with that one indie book. So this comes from Antarctic Press, and the comic is entitled Rochelle. um yeah, like the cover, cool cover, right? Yeah, nice. um who wrote this story? I'm trying to remember. I want to make sure I get the name. John E. Crow Crowther, I think, wrote. Basically, this reminded me of my life as a teenage robot, pretty much. In this story, Rochelle here, one of her parents is actually a cockroach. I'm not joking about that. She tells the story that one of her parents is a cockroach, being her father, and she has abilities, and she can communicate with cockroaches. She has this kind of exoskeleton armor that she can come onto, but she also fights crime. She uses her abilities to fight crime and things like that. It was really cool. We see her fighting like this virus-like spirit, um, which was really interesting. But it was just the storytelling of this girl whose one of her parents is a roach. That was the kind of the interesting ideal and interesting playoff of this character. But I think this is just a mini series. I am looking forward to reading the next issue. But Rochelle, #1. Okay. All right, let's move on to the Marvel books. I got a few Marvel for you guys. All Marvel. Like I said, once again, guys, if anybody wants a Marvel code from these titles, just feel free to ask. I'll give it to you. Okay, let's start off with A-Force #8. This is the first issue of the series that ties into Civil War II, and it gets really bad here because basically, in a sense, dissension in the ranks because of a vision that Ulysses saw. Nico, right here, is supposedly gonna kill somebody, of course. So she leaves the team. This is also coming off the helm of what happened to She-Hulk. Remember, She-Hulk was a part of A-Force, and Dazzler and Carol just go at it, and it gets really. They say some Dazzler says some words that you just like, man, you really like, you take a step back and you're like, whoa, okay, now y'all gotta calm down before maybe y'all say something y'all may regret. So it basically, in this issue, the team was pretty much disbanded. and it's kind of messed up. I did like the interaction between Nico and Misty Knight. I thought that was cool. Um, and I also like her her teaming up with what's her name? I'm trying to remember her name. Uh, Eliza Bloodstone. So I thought that was pretty cool. But the ending really was just like, could Ulysses' vision be coming true? All new, all different. Avengers number 13. This ties into Secret Wars as well. Centered all around Vision. First of all, that beautiful cover. Look at that cover. That is beautiful. I think that's Alec Ross. And it's pretty much Vision and Ulysses, I believe, playing mahjong, or they're playing checkers or chess. And Vision is pissed off of the fact that Kang the Conqueror has been able to take over him and pretty much have him nearly kill his friends. And Vision is coming up to the point where he's like, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck space-time continuum, all that bullshit. I'm gonna find Kang when he was a little boy and I'm gonna end him. I'm like, whoa, okay, Vision, you're taking it a little too far now. This was interesting because we've never really seen Kang. Where was the beginnings of Kang? Where it really started. So Vision starts that road, that trip. Does he find Kang? I won't spoil that for you. But Wade does a really good job with this, and I was just like, this is the Wade that I'm talking about. This is Mark Wade. This is the guy that I love. This is the guy I nickname Mark Magic Wade. You know, just hits that magic, sprinkles that magic, bam. This was good. This was really good. Very much enjoyed that issue. Next up, all new X-Men number 12. Hopeless Bagley, Hennessy, Woodard. This pretty much plays off of, you know, the love, you know, the relationship between Laura and Warren and things like that. You know, it is what it is. But the main thing which I really enjoyed the most was the fact that Warren, you know, because of him, you know, being during, you know, his crossover with the Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, he got those new abilities. We're starting to see that there's some ramifications of having those, and I thought that was really good on Hopeless's part. Mark Bagley's artwork is just great. Mark Bagley's always been one of my favorite artists. But other than that, this was okay, not bad. All right. My number one favorite hero of all time, before everybody else, this guy comes first. Amazing Spider-Man number 700 and was it 740? I've lost count of what the real numbering is, but this is before Dead No More. And first of all, that cover, the Alex Ross covers are beautiful. Alex Ross knocks them out of the park. This, what can I say? Slott tries, you know, he tries. It's just, if it's not one character, it's a subject that I'm tired of. Clones. The villain, fucking Jackal. I fucking hate the Jackal. Fucking hate of all of Spider-Man's rogues gallery, the Jackal is on my list of characters I want fucking dead, out of existence for good. I can't stand, and I don't care what his new look looks like. He looks like he's wearing like an Anubis mask and everything like that, but it's like, fuck Miles Warren the Jackal. fuck him. I did like some of the interesting intake of what's going on with Jonah's father and Jonah being a dick and blaming it on Peter, and Peter's like, I'm hoping it wasn't my fault. The whole burden, of course. One of Parker Industries sites has an explosion, things like that. The ending was just like, really Slot. Once again, fucking clones. I'm like, yeah, whatever. This didn't piss me off, but it's just like, it could be better. Needs to be better. Spider-Man needs to be better. Slot needs to be off the book, okay? I'm just being honest with you guys. Enough is enough. And to quote the late great Owen Hart, enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Alright, let's move on to issue number 5 of Black Panther. What? Yeah, I got my Black Panther shirt on. Yeah, you want to buy this? Go to MidtownComics.com. They got it. Exclusive. See? Bam. But, yeah, oh man. This continues to shine. This continues to be a great series. I'm trying to make sure I get the name of the writer right. Where's the title? Oh, here we go. Mr. Coates. Just good stuff right here. So after that just crazy cliffhanger ending in the 4th issue, which left, I can spoil it now, which left T'Challa's mother, the Queen Mother, critically injured. T'Challa is at full-blown rage mode. He is pissed. He's dropped everything now. All the people that did this, they have his full fucking attention now. He's even dropped his mission to save his sister Shuri, who is in between death and life right now. She's not really dead. She's not technically dead, but she's not really technically alive. She's on like that in-between plane of living and existing and non-existence. But T'Challa is not playing with these people now. He's fucking not playing. He is completely rage mode, and he's literally, as you read it, as how Mr. Coach writes it, it's literally T'Challa telling us as readers, like, yeah, I'm trying to be this. I'm trying to contain my rage. What is really cool in here is we got Manifold. The mutant Manifold is in this, who helps out Eden, which is really good to see. Glad to see him there. For those who don't know Manifold is basically like Gateway. He's an Aboriginal mutant. So yeah, he's an Australian. He's Aussie, Aboriginal. He's Aborigines, and he can teleport anywhere he wants. He's powerful teleport. This guy can teleport from Earth to the moon, or to the Earth to Mars, or even further without any problem. He could do that. And he helps T'Challa kind of get in between enemy lines real quick. It was really cool. We also get to see what's going on more with a certain son of a classic Iron Man villain. I thought that was really interesting. But it just gets very more, and I don't want to spoil anymore. I've noticed this book has been out for a week now, but I'm not going to spoil it. Do yourselves a favor. Read Black Panther. You will not be disappointed. This has been just fantastic writing all around. The drama, the action. You get to see T'Challa in a different light, because his people now are really kind of falling flat on him in terms of, believing that he's a king. It's like everything that they keep bringing up. When this happened, when Namor flooded Wakanda, when the Black Order, Thanos' group came, and all that, and one traitor, who was a traitor, basically says, you were doing this, and wait, when were you when we needed you? Oh, you were with you was in bed with your weather witch. I'm like, damn, like they're just ridiculing him. And then at one point they even says like, they talk about when Namor flooded Wakanda, or this happened, they said, oh, where were you? You were coddling along with the Avengers. I was like, man, that ain't no joke. But Black Panther number 5, good stuff. All right, let's move on to Daredevil number 10. This is a new story called Dark Art. Charles Soule and Ron Gardner is back on the artwork. Good stuff. So Daredevil's partner, Blind Spot, has kind of fully recovered from his near beatdown by Elektra, and he wants to really kind of go out and do his thing, earn his stripes. And Matt's trying to tell him, slow down, be careful. And Matt's telling us as well, he's like, look, even I didn't do that. Like if I got injured, I'm out there or next night when I should have been healing. But the really sick part of this is Blind Spot gets a message and he calls in Matt, and Matt senses that something's going on. There's a crime scene, a huge crime scene. A whole wall is painted in blood, and Matt is asking Blind Spot, describe the scene for me. He can smell the blood, and he knows that. And what's the scary part about this crime scene, and this is how it ends, is that the blood painting is not just from one person. He says, Daredevil says it's from the blood of at least 113 people. So there's a mystery going on of what this is, who did this, and I like that. Good stuff. Charles Soule. Yeah. Alright, let's move on to Scarlet Witch number 9. This is the tie-in to Civil War here. James Robinson does a good job with this. This is all about the siblings. Yep. So Wanda is in her apartment, and what is she doing? She's doing yoga. The artwork in this was really good. This was good artwork by Joel Jones. He does really good art. This was could be a woman. I'm not sure. The artist was really good. And always the cool thing about it is like Wanda's always, she's telling us that she knows when Pietro is coming. She, as fast as he is, she can know when he's coming. And Pietro comes, and Pietro in this, ladies and gentlemen, is a fucking douche. It truly, when you look at them, as siblings, it's like Pietro is an overbearing, overprotective jerk. Like, he's trying to tell Wanda what's going on and everything like that. Wanda knows a little bit. She was there. But Wanda's trying to tell Pietro that I found our real mother and things like that. And Pietro's just like being a dick. And it's just like, you just want Wanda to just say, oh, would you shut up? Like, just do a hex and just say, shut up. And there's some lines in this issue, guys, that Robinson pulls off that just instantly just screams like, wow. You're like, whoa. I mean, there's some stuff in here like, Pietro starts going on about Wanda, marrying Vision and everything like that, and she's talking about, Pietro's like, I can use you. We need to take a side, sister, everything like that. And she asks us, what side are you on? And he says, yeah, I'm on Tony's side. What do you think? And she's like, I want you to join me because you can be our ace. So basically, in this issue alone, what made it so worse was that Pietro is literally saying, like, we want you to almost pull another House of M, in a sense. Just say the words. No more fighting. And Wanda just breaks it down, and I loved it. I really took Wanda's side in this because it was just like Quicksilver was being a dick, and it's something that she said, and I gotta read it because they actually fight in this. The siblings go at it, brother and sister go at it, and she calls Pietro. Let me make sure if I get it right. You know, she's trying to tell Quicksilver, you know, about I found a real mother, Natalia Maximoff, yeah, and same second, you know, blah blah blah, things like that. She's saying I'm going back to our homeland and to uncover the truth about her. And here is Pietro's line, and I'm reading right now. Magneto, Magna Lencher, Django, Wizard, Miss America. Does it matter even who our parents are anymore? In the end, we are what they made us to be, and things like that. And you know, at one point, even Wanda calls Pietro a psychopath. I was like, whoa. And they fight, and it's to the point. Pietro, this just shows you how much of a dick he was in this issue. He literally spins around Wanda, sucking out the oxygen, and he's literally trying to. He even says it like, and here you go. I'll actually show it to you guys. Look, here you got Wanda literally saying, "I can't breathe," and you know, and you know, she's like, "I can't breathe, Pietro. Please, brother, please." And you know, she has to hit him with a hex. Bam, just hits him right there. And you know, basically, she goes on to say, you know, get out of my apartment, you know, things like that. And you know, Pietro's like, I'm sorry, Wanda, and she's like, for what? Almost killing me just right now, or anything else you ever done to me? It's just like, you know, she's really now showcasing that she is stepping out of being that character we saw in the past. You know, it's like, which I really enjoyed. And she called, like I said, she calls him a psychopath. She says, you're a psychopath, and I realize now you're not good for me, and I never want to see you again. And the look on Pietro's face when she says that, bottom panel, and he says, don't worry, you won't, and he just leaves. But it's the moment here that really is just like, she says Pietro and she cries. This is probably by far one of the best issues of the series so far. That was great. I sat there and read that issue, and I'm just like Pietro, you motherfucker! Like, I can't believe you did that. Like, there was some shit that just was crazy. Spider-Man Deadpool number 8. Spidey is pissed. He's angry. He's got a new costume that's not gonna last very long. The costume was great, but it did make him look villainous. I'm not gonna spoil what it was. Just a lot of stuff that goes down with him and Wade. Good stuff. You know, Kelly does a good job, and McGinnis's artwork was pretty good. Indeed. Spider-Man 2009-13, number 13. Peter David. Mr. David still does a good job with this. So the Captain America of 2099, you see right here, that big woman. She goes back to the year 2099. She's trying to look for her husband. And since the timeline has been changed again, it's not a wasteland, but it's different. New York is different. Superpowered beings are like outlawed now. So Miguel goes,
if you
when
are
he gets
caught by
word,
the police,
once again
they'll try to
Ulysses sees
remove your
something
powers, everything
that
like
happens, and Ulysses tells Queen Medusa to tell Peter Parker. Peter tells Miguel, and Miguel's off back to his year, and it ends on a cliffhanger. Who hits him? I can't ruin that, but it's a 2099 version of a hero. This was another good job. Alright, that's all the Marvel. Let's move on to the DC. Alright. This is the DC. Let's do it. Action Comics number 961. First of all, that Gary Frank cover. Look at that. Nice, right? The fight still is going on with Doomsday, and Superman and Diana are doing everything they can to combat this threat that has killed Superman before, and it gets to the point even where Superman and Diana, I hope I didn't say Wanda, Diana are basically saying, like, we need help. We need the League's help. And more importantly, we still have to get John and Lois out of harm's way. So they do the best thing they can. Send them to the Watchtower. But the other player of this game is watching. We've been seeing like this hooded man watching everything that's been going on, and in that, it's really interesting to see what they're gonna plan. And while Superman and Wonder Woman are battling Doomsday, bam, they intervene, and it gets really good. Dan Jurgens does a good job with this. I've been just loving what they've been doing with Superman. Deathstroke Rebirth number 1. There was one reason why I got this book. If you could see that name down at the bottom. What'd that say? Priest. Christopher Priest, of course. And Paglian Yan's artwork is great in this. So we get a little backstory of Slade Wilson with his kids, his sons, I believe, and what they were like before. It's a past story and then the present story, and it's really cool to see Slade back to being, looking like Slade. Now they even mention it, the whole, he's got gray hair again, he's got his one eye, things like that. This was good. Trippy at times. I did like, okay, what's going on? Why are they showing? I was trying to figure out why is the flashbacks mattering, and then bam, good old Christopher Priest hits you with why, and I was just like, there you go. But this was good. This was not bad at all. I said I may not pick this. I remember saying on my video where I talked about the Rebirth, I said I wasn't gonna, this wasn't going to my pull. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Detective Comics number 938. Alright, so Team Batman battling Kate's father's, group, and they handle themselves pretty well. Bruce is telling Kate, why'd you bring them? They're not ready. Yeah, but they're ready. They are ready. The reason of why Kate's father is doing what he's doing, it's that stereotypical. I've seen this storytelling before. I think another friend of mine, my man Blue Goblin said, the whole, well, I do this for my country, blah 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 blah. It's like, Yeah, I've seen that kind of storytelling before, but Red Robin really shines in this. Tim just shows off his Orphan shows off her good stuff. Even Clayface really gets down. This was good. All right, let's move on to The Flash, number 4. Williamson, and uh, Googe, I believe that's how you say your name. I like the artwork in this. This was good. I'm loving seeing Barry as a mentor. He is really taking on that teacher mentor role of teaching these speedsters who were hit by the Speed Force lightning, and you see him helping them train, everything like that. It's really cool. Um, and he's really enjoying it too. But he's still trying to figure out, Godspeed. Who is this Godspeed? Thing like that. But we get more to some nitty gritty with a mad scientist that May is trying to control the Speed Force and use it to his advantage. I can tell you right now, it doesn't go well, but this was really good. And the ending, really, Mr. Wilson, we're going there. Did Barry really have to reveal his identity again? It's like, Flintstones number 2. This was good. This was fun because this was more about Fred, Wilma, and the gang just going crazy with shopping, buying everything, and just being shopaholics basically. We get to see Bam Bam finally. Bam Bam and Pebbles, they make their appearance in this book, and Bam Bam is still just like regular Bam Bam, except that he's bigger, but he's still strong. You see a bully telling Bam Bam, hey, give me your money, kid, and next thing you know, Bam Bam comes and says, hey, Mom, Dad, look what I can do, and just holding look. I thought that was pretty funny. They got flat screen TVs, and it's just the funniest stuff. Once again, with the Flintstones, you gotta disbelief, just classic stuff. Fred comes in and sees it. He's just like, oh my God, it's a demon, and tries to smash it. And Betty's like, no, it's a TV. And Fred's like, TV? And he's like, hello? And the guy's so stupid. But him and Wilma just start going crazy, and Fred's like, I don't know if I can afford this. He tries to get a second job by selling stuff, and it turns out that wasn't paying well. So they got to take everything back. However, they can't get cash back for everything they used. And it's the ending that really showcases, okay, how a certain purple dinosaur who thinks he's a dog comes into their lives. I thought that was pretty cool. That was fun. Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern Corps. Okay, this is starting to get really good with Venditti and Salvatore. Hal is up Schitt's Creek, and he's got a paddle, but he's still looking for the rest of the Corps. The Corps and Mogo seem to be okay, or are they? Sinestro is just being a dick, even to his daughter, who at one point was a Green Lantern, but she joined up, and you just hear the words that Sinestro is saying to her about what's her greatest fear and everything like that. It's just good shit, and just good, like, Sinestro, you motherfucker, like stuff like that. Hal does shine in this, but now Sinestro has caught wind that Hal is back, and yeah, it's getting there. New Superman, number 2. Yang Bogdanovic. I hope I'm saying the name right. This was fun. This was good. First of all, Mr. Yang, I appreciated you giving a shout out to the Great 10. But then I did not like what you did after that, where basically Keenan is telling Dr. Omen, about, you want to start your own Justice League, an all Chinese superhero team, and he's like, newsflash, there is this team. There's a team called the Great 10. And she goes on to say they're relics, and it's just like, I'm like, man, really? Really? You had to go there? We get to see the Superman, we get to see the Wonder Woman and the Batman of China, and Keenan just is having a field day with Batman. You're out of shape, you're fat, blah blah. And yeah, he's no basket of fruit. He's not rippling muscles, but he is kind of heavy set. But they just butcher Keenan because his powers are kind of on the fritz. But he's starting to kind of grow into the hero, or I should say a hero, and he just does something at the end when they take down a villain, and it's just like, oh, really, Keenan? I can't believe you did that. Like, but this was fun. I don't know, Mr. Yang. I'm a little pissed off that you did that, because I was hoping that the Great 10 would be in this series, but when you did that, I was like, man, that's messed up. Alright, Superwoman, here it is, number 1. Phil James, I'll probably butcher the name, I apologize. If I was doing picks of the week, this would be it. This was great. Man, this was good. Very much enjoyed this. So, Lois has gotten abilities like Superman. How? It does have something to do with when New 52 Superman died. But there's someone else who has superpowers in here, and it's Lana Lang. So we got Lois and Lana as partners, and at first they don't get along, and even Lana at the beginning even says, I don't like you, things like that. She still blames Lois for outing Superman and everything like that. But there's this partnership that comes together. They basically say suck it to Lex Luthor. I still, and they're like, we can't have Lex being Superman, blah blah blah, things like that. And unfortunately, it ends. Oh my God! It really, Mr. J, we're going there. Please tell me that's not it. But this was good, very good indeed. All right, Wonder Woman number 4. Greg Rucka, Scott, Nicola Scott. Oh my God, love that Aussie. I love her. First of all, I love the cover too. Basically, this is part 2, I believe, of year 1, and of course, you should all know what this is all about. Steve wakes up, and he's asking about his fellow brothers in arms. Diana tells him they're dead. Queen Hippolyta is looking at Steve Trevor's weapons, and they just. But of course, it is about the trials of basically Diana becoming who she is now, and more importantly, it was good, indeed. Wonder Woman number 4. Alright, y'all, so that is it for this week, guys. I will see you guys next time with another comic review, as always. Like I said, for the next 2 months, my reviews will be here on my main channel, and once it's over, I go back. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comment section below, what did you enjoy for last week's tell me what you got. And other than that, I'm running kid. Peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys.